Yeah, we're on. We're live. What's up, everybody? We're going to give it a few seconds here to get
The lags out.
the lags out, get everything linked up, checking our direction. Welcome to the first ever live episode of the Natural Parents Podcast.
We'll see if the kids interrupt this and come and join us.
Might be a Christmas miracle if they don't.
Yep. We'll see.
Got a lot on the agenda we want to chat with you guys about today. A little bit of recap, 2025, looking forward to 2026, all things that are coming down the pipeline, how to help you guys have your best year ever is the goal for sure. So gonna dive in, just getting a few kinks worked out here. It's our first ever live. We appreciate you guys joining in with us.
Yes.
Trying to see, it's supposed to be going to, yeah, here we are. Check it out.
Okay.
Live
we're
on
good?
Facebook. Live. I think everybody's probably gotten a long dose of us talking about intro. So, all right, Ab, what do you think?
I don't know.
2025 coming to an end.
Yeah. It's
Can y'all
sad.
believe it? My coffee is very hot. Apparently, all the steam is coming into the shot here.
Into the picture.
So, talk to me, Goose. What do you think?
Yeah. How was your 2025?
It was really great. I had you with me the whole time.
Oh.
I think, we all come to times and points of life where we like to look back and reflect and see maybe this is what God was doing all along. And sometimes we're in the midst of things. And just because it's a new year does not mean that we're getting that clarity yet. But I think if we keep our eyes focused on just surrendering to the fact that God's in control, then we know that if it's not good, he's not done yet. So.
Yeah. And that's the thing that with New Year's and everybody, making goals and challenges and all of those kinds of things, I heard something the other day that is just such a good perspective. And as you're looking at, okay, well, what did I want to happen that maybe didn't happen yet? Or what do I want to change about 2026 that makes, it my best year ever? To stop for a second and recognize all of the good that the year brought. Because I think that a lot of times we focus on all of the things that we want to accomplish and all of the goals and all of the ambitions are really good. And that is how we grow and change and develop into ways that can help us fulfill the role that we're called to do. However, the little small overlooked mundane things of the whole year are just something that I think should be thought on and take a little moment to stop and do. Like, I had a dance party in the living room with my nieces and daughters. And, it's just like every time that we went out, we got to come home. Yeah, just all of those little things, we moved upstairs and we made cozy, yummy, nutritious meals in our kitchen and just all of those little things that I think make a life romantic.
Totally. And I mean, we're in a season of life right now where it's easy to look. You guys are in the midst of our living room right now as we sit at our dining room table because, big portions of our house are not yet completed. And we were just talking about the kiddos last night with it being Christmas time and receiving gifts and how easy it is to look around our life and see what's not there.
Yeah.
Right. We've talked about that so many times. But as you said, there's so much that is there. And so if we just focus on the little pieces of life or the journey that we're in that's not yet done, it's something for sure that we can be, I think, always be better about is just appreciating all the blessings that we have. So
yeah, just take some effort to notice those sometimes because, the world wants you to just be able to overlook those and focus on what you don't have or what's not done or the lack.
Yeah. The lack or the scarcity mindset came up in the last time we did a podcast here where we were talking about that's original sin in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So our very first thing we ever did as humans was we were told that you could do anything. You'd have all this stuff except for that one thing. And what did we do? We couldn't not touch the big red button. So pretty wild.
So with that, talking about 2026 or any year, even if you're watching this and it's not about to be 2026, because the reality is you don't have to wait for a new year to make it the best year of your life, right? You don't have to wait for a new calendar year. You can choose to do that whenever you want to.
Totally. It could be right now. Today could
Yes.
be the day.
Mm-hmm.
Today in real time, today right now with anybody that's joining us live, or today as in when you're catching the replay or listening to it on your own time. This is the moment right here that you can make whatever your future you want, not in a manifest kind of way, but in a partnership with God kind of way.
Yeah.
Pursue whatever the passions that he's putting on your heart and run after them.
Yeah, because I feel that most people think that their best year happens because like the circumstances change.
Sure.
But really, the truth is that the best year can happen because you change and you become who you are called to be, or you just show up different for yourself.
Right.
So
Yeah. Well, and again, not to jump course here too much, but part of it, we want to invite you guys, just reflect, have a moment to look back on what 2025 brought, all the blessings, but start to lay out a calendar and a plan of what all you're going to get done this year.
yeah.
I think, we're getting excited about things that are coming. We've got a few different events. We've got our own Natural Parents event, just some stuff coming up that I want to highlight for you guys. Ab's going to be sharing at a event in Peoria, Illinois that we're really excited to share with you guys. It's called Radiant. It's a faith and wellness focused event for women. And we have a link. We'll put it in the description on the show notes when it's all published up and stuff. But she's going to share a little bit about that and kind of some of the things that God's putting on her heart to share. But that's going to be January 31st. If you guys are in the area, we're about 4 hours from Peoria, Illinois, but
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be super worth the drive if you guys are in that area to get over there for that event and see Abby, sync up with her, say hi in person.
And I know that it is, they have limited seating. And so if you are serious about wanting to go, the venue is so cute. You guys need to look them up on Instagram. They have just such a cute little venue, and it's cozy and perfect. And so it's for women, health, wellness, um, type event. And I think it's going to be amazing. They did do one last year. This is their second one. And last year they sold out and people were really bummed. So if you are, wanting to do that, hop in and grab your ticket soon and take a best friend with you or something, because it will be fun and just a moment, because we don't ever, if we don't make the time to take those weekends to do that kind of stuff and focus on those kinds of things, then it's easy for that to just fall by the wayside. So it's a great way to jumpstart your calendar year of changing some things.
Yeah, it's a Friday evening,
Yeah, Friday
couple
evening.
hours,
Mm-hmm.
Saturday all day,
Mm-hmm.
focused on faith and wellness and
Yeah.
centering those two things together. Y'all, we saw this so much when we did our first expo last June. So many people came that were of the same walk of life of us, that we want to do things in a natural and a holistic construct and ideology. We want to be natural minded. We want to be healthy, but that can become a slippery slope into, as I always say, like the new ageism, like concepts of, we end up worshiping stones as opposed to the one that created the stones, right? And the elements of the earth and doing all these different things. It's like, well, hold on, And so this event, we know the people that are hosting it, and that Jesus is just all over it. And Jesus is the ultimate healer, right? And so when we're talking a health and faith event, that's the backbone that this is built on. And so, I think if you guys, or anyone that might be interested in that, hit us up, because we can share a link with you. I think Abby's got a code too, where you can save 10% off of your ticket prices. I know they are filling up, and they do hope to sell out. They got about a little over a month before that time. And if from doing our own events, if we know anything, it becomes a mad rush in those last couple of weeks getting things together. So our good friend Emily Johnson is hosting that, and I was just talking with her today about how they do have some seats left, but we wanted to share that with you guys because it's the first event on our docket that we're looking forward to in 2026, and hope to see you guys there.
Yeah, and we did say it was in Peoria. It's technically Eureka, Illinois. And as I look it up on the map, isn't it funny that between Peoria and Eureka, which is about 25 minutes, there's a Washington in between?
That's funny. That's funny for y'all that are listening that aren't from Missouri. That's our reality. We live
There's a
about
Eureka.
25 minutes from a Eureka, Missouri.
And
and
there's
there's a Washington in between. So
yeah. So Abby 10 in the checkout will get you a little moolah off. So hope to see you there for that for sure.
if you guys are joining us live, hit a comment, because when we know that people are here live with us, we have a super special giveaway that we're doing today as well. We're gonna give away a necklace from Lolly Llama. It's amazing. We've got a couple of different options there. Some natural, beautiful gemstones. We talked about stones and not worshiping the stones, but stones can be beautiful, and if we know where they came from. But also the Baltic amber benefit of some natural inflammation reduction. So if you guys want in on that, make sure that you comment Christmas in the chat, and we'll go through the people that were able to join with us here live on the different channels, be it inside of Riverside on YouTube or in Facebook on Facebook. We would love to share that with you guys as just a little Christmas gift as we close out the year. Trying our first ever live podcast, seeing how it goes. I'm kind of liking it. I want you guys to engage with us wherever you can, because that gives us a chance to make this podcast something that truly serves you guys. We don't want to just be on here rambling about all things Ryan and Abby, although that is, I guess, to some degree a part of it, but we definitely want to just be in community with you guys. We want to build a community where parents are putting Christ in the center of their home and the center of their children's development. We want to focus everything around faith, health, family, and wealth, and invite you guys into that and just serve however we best can, and whatever you guys think would be best fitted. We want to engage with you in that. So
yeah.
What else do you think about your best year ever, Ab? Got the book here. Yeah. We're gonna promote Michael Hyatt's book a little bit to you guys, because it is, if you're goal setters, if you're after anything in your life, it's a good one.
Yeah, and I think that it's really good. Not that a calendar year matters, but I think it's really powerful, and it makes you feel ahead of the game if you read it before January. So
it's an easy read. You've got 11 days right before January 1st.
Yeah, you could totally do that.
If you jumped on this, you could get through it.
Yep.
It's about 200, a little over 200 pages. So you do 15, 20 pages a day, you'd be flying through it. And it'd be super worth it, because if you're just feeling stuck in life, and that could be in your parenting journey, that could be in business, that could be in anything that you're pursuing, this is an awesome resource that we just dove into at the end of the year here, just reading for our own life and our own sake, setting some goals and being in pursuit of things. I feel like I am most focused and maybe the better version of myself whenever I'm actually shooting for a goal, so to speak. And so I think if you guys are like that at all, and it could be any kind of goal, personal, financial, wellness, debt pay down, whatever, there's all sorts of awesome examples in the book. We'll chat about it a little bit, but just kind of where to go. And we'll give you a synopsis overview here today on the podcast all about having your best year ever, because it's inspired by this book, which was really inspirational to us.
Yeah. And something that, as you're reflecting on your previous year and the year that you want to go into next, like just writing down all of the things that went really well and what you want to improve on, and then asking yourself, who do I have to become to be that person? Because a lot of times I think that we wait for the goal to be reached to become the person who would hold that goal or hold that achievement. But really, I think the key is becoming that person before you've reached that goal, because you have to embody the habits and the routine and the mindset and all of those things to achieve that goal or whatever it may be that you want to become.
Yeah, I think if you're looking at something, what can start to happen is actually a negative mindset conversation inside of your head that says, well, I'm just not. I'm not a finisher. I'm not a this. I'm not a that. Whatever it is. And there's this awesome guy he's on YouTube a lot. It's Myron Golden. He talks all the time about your lie identity, like it's the identity that you believe about yourself or that someone else has spoken over you. And it's not your true identity. And you can help, getting into the word, positive affirmations, thinking positively about yourself, getting in a group of people that think, that speak life into you and lift you up. Like that's where you can actually find root in your identity and who you truly are. And if you're thinking, okay, I've got XYZ goal, I want to pay off all of my debt in 2026 or by the end of 2027 or whatever that looks like for you, what kind of person do you have to become right, to actually achieve that goal? What kind of people? Oh, well, I'm a disciplined person. I have a budget or a spending plan, as we like to
Mhm.
call it. I have, this and that, and all these things in place, and we have a plan that we can actually execute. It's not just hoping to be debt free. Is that I'm the kind of person that executes on a plan that leads to that level of freedom in our life. And if that's something, a goal that you're in pursuit of, think about that first.
Yeah,
Who do I have to be? You know, who am I becoming? Who can I start and say and tell my mind I am right now? Okay, I'm a disciplined person. I'm a person that controls my finances. I don't, X, Y, Z. So,
yeah, you don't rise to your goals, you rise to your identity.
oh, I like that. Yeah, yeah, that's really good. So, yeah. What else?
I like it. Yeah, and, even with anything that you set a goal or whatever, like finances is just a good example. If you say you make a spending plan and, you're all gung ho, but one month you just, like, fudge up a little bit, like, don't let that discourage you. You have to keep going, just like, "Oh, yep, okay. Nope, I'm gonna do it better next time. Like, now I know that I could do it better next time," and just make it a fun thing, because if you have a goal and all you do is beat yourself up and feel in a tizzy about it, then that's not going to be a good goal. It's probably going to inhibit your other goals that you may have as well, because you're just going to be caught up in this negative spiral and beat yourself up, and that doesn't serve you.
Sure. No, and I think there's a delicate balance there too, right? The book does talk about that. There's the concept. I forget who coined this. It's in another book out there, but it's like SMART goal: specific, measurable, actionable, R, and then time bound. Realistic. I think it's realistic is the R. I could be wrong. But anyway, the book here, Your Best Year Ever, talks about smarter goals,
Yeah.
and the R actually there is risky. Like, what's something that's actually stretching you? Well, it's not. I'm going to wake up tomorrow by 7 a.m. and that's it. That achieves all my goals for the whole year. It's like, well, okay, that wasn't that difficult,
Yeah.
right? So
Right.
there's a delicate balance, and let's not set it so lofty that you're going to just beat yourself up because it's actually an unattainable goal. However, I'd rather it be maybe on that end of the spectrum where it's really stretching you. It's the old saying, like, Abby makes fun of me because I say it all the time. It's like, shoot, shoot for the moon, even if you miss, you'll land amongst the stars, right? Like, I don't know. That's a quote. Somebody said it. I don't ever say it with a degree of seriousness, though. But
But it's true.
yeah, in all sense, it's like, hey, if we're setting a pretty high goal, let's get after it. So,
Yeah. Sorry, felt like I was gonna sneeze, and so
you
it
can do
was
that live if you want.
yeah, but now, and another thing is I think bringing your family in on your goals is important, and then setting goals together as a family as well, especially if your kids are of the age that they can understand and invite them to make goals. They're never too young to do that, even if it's, "Oh, I'm gonna wake up every day and I'm gonna brush my hair," or, "I'm gonna brush my hair before I go to bed at night," different things like that, just including them in that and getting their mind around, "Oh, I could change things if I wanted to," instead of just accepting the way that things are. Like, if they're sick and tired of their hair being in knots every single time you go to brush it, okay, well, if I brush it before bed and first thing in the morning, my hair's gonna be better.
Right. Yeah. And inability to prepare, right? Like, if we can prepare for this, we can make actual goals towards it. So, you guys don't forget, if you're live with us, join and give us something in the chat. If you say Christmas, anybody that joins with us live here today, you're gonna enter yourself into winning something from Lolly Llama, and we want to just engage with you guys. So drop that in there if you need a last minute stocking stuffer or a gift for your wife's husband's. Christmas is next week, so maybe get on that. But you might have a chance to get a gift for free, and we'll tell her MSRPs for thousands if you want us to. So very high end
Just
for
don't let
sure.
your wife get the mail.
Right.
Ryan, got his Christmas present early because he just happened to be home when Amazon came, and guess what? Amazon it's the only place I could find slippers that were his size,
I
and
feel attacked.
it's not, it's just kinda giggle. Um, and Amazon delivers them, and they are in a bag, but no box, and I got him slippers, and I'm like, "Merry Christmas, go ahead and open them." He's like, "I could wait." What's the point? It's still a surprise, I suppose.
Go ahead.
So,
Uh,
um
Hey,
make sure you intercede that mail.
I was surprised when the male person gave it to me.
Yeah.
I actually didn't know it was slippers.
Yeah, and then you said that I ruined it. You thought it was a headband or
I did. I
something.
was like, "I don't know what that is. That's weird." But you could tell, you saw the look on my face, and I think you thought that it's like, "He knows that's slippers."
Yeah,
How did you
just
know that was slippers? You didn't even have them in your hand yet.
I knew what I ordered.
Oh, you're like, "That's the only thing left to get."
Yeah, yeah, that's it. That's all I was waiting on.
Hey, another cool event coming up, guys. This one's actually gonna be in the St. Louis, and we don't really have any, um, affiliation to it yet, I guess. Maybe hopeful put that out in the universe. Maybe Abby will be speaking on that stage next year. So it's called Life Surge. Life Surge goes city to city all around America, and they're coming to St. Louis. They're going to be at Shea Fitz Arena. And I think it's going to be a really awesome event. They've got it, it's centered around it's actually a worship service, and it's wisdom, where there's actually a wealth building pillar. There's some amazing speakers on the lineup right now. I do think some of that is subject to change, probably based on their availability and life happen. But right now on the docket for sure is Tim Tebow. I'm a pretty big Tim Tebow fan myself, just because of his walk. I love the courage and the boldness he shares Christ with the world. The platform he's built and the Lord's allowed him to partner with them is just amazing. So anything he's got to say, I love listening to that. Ed Milet's an amazing mindset person. You want to talk about goals? You want to talk about living out your purpose? Let Ed Milet yell at you for a minute. I'm telling you, it would change your whole life just
Not
listening to
even
him talk
yell.
one
He
time.
just talks
Passion.
passionately, but he seems like such a genuine person.
I
I
know.
like him.
That'd be super fun. It'd be really cool to hear him and hear him live, because I've listened to so many of his books. We've read his books, we listened to his podcasts, and you've inspired us, my friend. That's why we're here. We're no longer just consumers. We're trying to be creators a little bit and create something for the world, because of a lot of, I would say, how much Ed Milet has, and I think probably on the face of the planet there might not be anybody more to credit for that right now in 2025, going into 2026, and Ed Milet. He's just impacted so many people in that way. He just wants what's best
Yeah,
for you. And so if you guys are in that self-help world, self-help junkie per se, Ed and I, we love that stuff, and that's a great event. Craig Rochelle, pastor at Life Church, creator of their church is the creator of the Youth Version Bible app. So if you got the Bible app on your phone, it probably came out of Craig Rochelle's mind. So he'd be worth listening to. Sage Steele, there's a heck of a lineup. I know I'm forgetting a few as well, but it's going to be really cool. A couple of the artists from Bethel Music are going to be doing lead worship there to kick the event off. I think it's just going to be an amazing room full of people that are trying to achieve more in their life. So if you've been looking for a circle, not only do you have a niche circle right here at the Natural Parents, but the natural parents themselves, we're going to go to that event and try to find other people that are pursuing the same things, living out a life of purpose for Christ. So check that out. It's going to be March 14th. It's a one-day event and Saturday. If you're not in the St. Louis area, go to their website anyway. Just Google Life Surge, and see where they might be coming to a city near you. It seems like an awesome event.
yeah. And what else is happening next in 2026?
So much, right? I'm sure of it. Later in the year, we are going to have our Expo 2.0. So that's going to be in September. And we are very, very excited about that. That's going to be in the St. Louis area. We're finalizing a couple of details with the venue. We've got two options right now that are on the table. One is asking us, and we're asking another one. So stay tuned. But if you're interested in that, and again, you guys want to comment that in the chat to get some info on that, get a special early bird pricing on those tickets, let us know, because that is still live for right now until we roll over into 2026. Tickets go up just a little bit, but we're super excited. The first one, we received nothing but positive feedback from everyone involved. Same thing, going to have some amazing speakers sharing, putting Christ at the center of our families, reordering our life around what matters most with prioritization.
Yeah,
Faith, health, family, wealth. It's all going to be there. Can't wait for you guys to join us in person at that event.
yeah. A lot of great things.
So much, so much. So, what do you think? The New Year, New You concept, is that something worth pursuing?
Yes. I don't think you have to change, like, a whole new you, but I do think that the parts that you want to change, you can. And I think just deciding who you're becoming, define it, like, journal it out, who it is, how they show up, how they carry themselves, how they talk about themselves, how they talk to others, like, the whole analogy of, some if you have a cup of something and somebody bumps into you, what spills out, but what's in the cup. same thing as, your heart. So, define that, own it, start showing up as that person today, and once that happens, the results follow, and you can't help but show up because you're already that person.
Yeah.
So
I think if there's one thing I would wanna give you guys leaving 2025 and into 2026 is just, your mind is going to find what it's looking for. And
mhm.
there's the whole concept, Napoleon Hill's got the book out there. It's called Think and Grow Rich. Rich can be defined in many different ways, right? Ask anyone, ask people around third world countries, ask people who are billionaires, ask people who have, $5 to their name, ask them what rich is. Everybody's gonna have maybe a different delineation. I love that. I think it's Forrest Frank. Yeah, he's got that song. It's like, I'm a rich man. I've got you by my side.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like, so you ask me, I got Abby by my side. I'm a rich man. The rest of it is just gravy at that point in time. And I really do mean that. That's not just for brownie points. I'm not even in the doghouse. So I'm just, maybe one day I'll be there. So
Cash in.
remember that one time I was
Yeah.
like, no. But seriously, define rich in so many different ways. But I think the concept of that book, and I don't want to ruin it for you, but I think one of the major premises is just this, that like what you think about yourself, what you think you can achieve will lead to the riches that your world actually brings forward. And again, not in a woohoo kind of manifestation way, but I'm telling you, if you're looking for positivity in your world, if you're looking for things that are good, things that are lovely, things that are, righteous and all this kind of stuff, you're going to find them.
Yeah,
But if you're looking and you got that victim mindset of everything in your life is out to get you, the whole world is against you, everybody is, can you believe so and so cut me off? All sorts of stuff. That kind of thing happens to me. I'm like, boy, who knows? They probably just saved me from a bigger car accident down the road, right? It's just like what you're seeking, what you're looking for is what you will find in this world. If you are looking to get out of a rut, if you're looking to change your situation and your circumstances heading into 2026, change your thinking, change your life. Right? Like
mhm.
if you can change how you perceive the world around you, that's the ticket. That's the secret.
It really is, and that's it, like, everybody, all not everybody, but all of these really, really good books talk about that, just the secret, and it really is your mindset, like, you said it all super well, and it's that, and so this could truly be the best year of your life, like, your most on mission year, your most disciplined year, and, you can have it to be a most connected year where you maybe connect more with your spouse or your family or, just different things like that. It really can be, like, you can create that if that is your desire, and so never settle.
Yeah. Do you have a word of the year yet?
I don't, but, man, I've been thinking it's kinda good.
You got anything narrowed down?
No.
I mean,
No,
that's fine.
I have some options. I have some floating around in my head, but I don't know. I just love to pick a word and then reflect back on that, but I don't know.
I was talking to a friend yesterday. Made me chuckle. There's this concept out there. I forget exactly what he called it, but there's this idea that people will do this and they'll do it in discussions and conversations with you, and maybe they do it in this way. I'm not saying this is what you do, but they'll shoot at the side of their barn with a gun or a bow and arrow or something like that, right? And then they'll go and they'll draw the bullseye around it, right? It's like, see, I hit just what I was looking at. It's like, no, 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 hold on, right? That's not exactly how that should work, right? Like you can't just prove your point after the fact, right? We don't want to get to the end of the year and be like, what was my word of the year
Yeah,
for the year? Let's set a target, right? And so I've I'm kind of narrowed down. I just keep getting these two things recurring. It's like bold and courageous. Maybe it's two words, maybe it's something like that. But I just want to be
I can do whatever you want it to be.
no, for sure, for sure. I'll let my word taint your idea of what your word should be. But I'm thinking something in that line of bold and courageous or bold, just being bold, um, walking out in the authority that we have and being confident in the mission that I feel like God's given us to pursue after. So,
And being decisive, I love that.
ooh,
Yeah.
I'm working on that with our kids right now.
I
They,
think they did so last night we showed up to this event, and we didn't know that they were going to have toys for the kids.
if you're in the Bourbon, Missouri area, it's not a big area. But if you're there,
It's not big.
they're doing it, they're doing it again tonight,
Yeah,
the 2 night event. So,
yeah.
go on, I'm sorry.
But we walked in and they got tickets to go get toys. I'm not talking like junky toys. I'm talking like really good
And we
toys.
we were shocked.
Yeah, we had no idea. We
we did. It's not why we went. We went because the place they happen to be doing it, we know the family with the people that host the place. And we were actually just going there to get a big family picture because we had
Mhm,
my side of the family Christmas
mhm.
events last night, and so it's like, hey, we need a updated family picture. Everybody's grown another year. Let's get everybody together.
Yeah.
And we went, showed up, and then all of a sudden people are handing out tickets to our kids. Go pick out 3 toys each. I was like, 3 toys each. Who do
I'm
I?
like
I was like, hold up. Who do I owe money to? I want to pay for this. I don't want to just,
right.
it was not. It was just total. Like, come, come, and it's actually based through the Salvation Army. So, toy drives and things like that. So, if you guys know anybody that's out there and looking, share this information with them. It's like Camp Mahaska in Bourbon, Missouri. Yeah, I'm sorry.
But I felt like they did a very good job at being decisive.
'Cause they have a lot of choices.
They had a lot of choices. Um, and so I think as you encourage them and coach them on how to be decisive and how to just own your decision, I think that they did really well. I was proud of them.
I think one of the hardest things when you're not decisive is we're worried about how it affects somebody else more than themselves.
Yeah, or we're just worried on the wrong outcome. We're worried about the negative side of making the wrong decision
Yeah.
instead of just making the decision and choosing for it to be the best decision and focusing on the positive.
Well, and again, if you're actually leading that life where you think and you surrender to the fact that God's in control, you really can't make the wrong decision, right?
Right.
Might be the one that wasn't the most correct. You remember that multiple choice questions as a kid? It was like, choose the one that's the most correct. It's like, what? Oh,
Yeah.
those are always the hardest.
Yeah.
But making a decision and it being the quote unquote wrong decision, but taking action to find that out efficiently and then making an updated decision on figuring out, like, well, that was wrong. Let's tweak it, change it moving forward, right? Like, we don't want to get to November of next year and be like, oh, you know what? My goals need to be tweaked. My
Right.
vision, my idea. It's like, no, let's just constantly be reevaluating that. The book talks about that actually quite a bit. It talks about like quarterly and weekly and all the way down to daily objectives. If we just had like 3 things a day that we were going to forward, think on, it's like this is going to move me closer to that goal today. The worst thing we could ever do is waffle for like 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months
Right.
on is this the right decision? Do I do that? Do we go live? Should we do live on a Saturday morning or should we record one and do it? Right? It's
Right.
like, I don't know. We're just going to go live and see what happens. And then
Yes.
we're going to do it again. And we're going to make decisions. We're going to be decisive with our action. We're going to go after it and always be working to get better a little bit every day, but just making decisions. So train your kids up in that because that will serve them so well for the rest of their life.
Yeah, really well. Well, thank you guys for joining us live. It's been fun.
Yeah.
Kids did not come up. I'm surprised.
Christmas miracle. We told them we needed 30 minutes and they're at 32:50 right
Yeah,
now.
we should probably go and tie 'em.
Yeah. Don't that was a joke. Y'all, this is live on YouTube.
You would call
You
'em up
just got
here.
kicked us off of the YouTube poll.
Oh,
That
I
was
did
embarrassing.
not. It was just a joke.
First live, they're out. We're done.
Laugh a
We made
little.
it to the end of it. That's all right. But no, I wanna know I wanna know what's on your reading list for 2026,
Mhm.
what you got out there, some books that I need to add to my shelves. I got a stack I need to get through,
Don't send them
but I but I
recommendations.
like recommendations. I always need to know what else I can add in or maybe move to the top of the pile. And if you got a word of the year, you got a family word of the year, family direction,
Mhm.
you know any cool events coming up, all those things. We want to know about it. Let's share in that community and see what 2026 has for all the natural parents community, all you guys out there that are doing your best to raise healthy and happy children.
Yeah.
We love and appreciate you.
Bye.